Welcome back, guys. This is Jason, KM4ACK. Today, let's check out a rig by KF7VUT. Stick around and we'll get right to it. Okay, so this is the first video in what I hope to be a brand new series to play here regularly on the channel. What we want to do is we want to take photographs and descriptions of your portable rig setups and share those on the channel. What we're hoping for here is that everybody can look over each other's setups and kind of learn from them. Maybe they've done something that you want to try to do, or maybe they've had an idea that you haven't thought about so far. I think it'll be a great learning tool that we all can use. Now, if you want to see your rig featured on the channel, I'm going to leave a link to the submission guidelines down in the description below, and I'll do my best to remember to pin that to the first comment as well. Let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at Tim's setup. Okay, so here is the way Tim's pack looks when everything is packed up and ready to go. Now, he did tell me in the email that this is a VanQuest Javelin Sling Pack, and he said that he uses this for a everyday carry pack, and then it's large enough to hold his portable setup along with a change of clothes when it's used as a carry-on bag, and he said it adds a little bit of extra protection for the rig itself. Breaking out his pack, let's go through this kind of quickly. The plastic box in the top left corner is what he uses to house his Pi and accessories while it's being transported. His radio is the X5105. Has a built-in tuner, a built-in 3800 milliamp hour battery, and a built-in mic, so makes it a nice compact portable rig. He also carries his Morse key that you can see down there in the bottom left. Just to the right of the radio is a couple of HF antennas that he carries along. One of them is a homebrew 9-to-1 Unan with 59 feet of wire and roughly 20 feet of coax. His second antenna is an MFJ 1899 Tango. I believe that's the telescopic one that you see there just above the radio. And he said the nice thing about that is if you use the correct length of counterpoise, you actually don't need an antenna tuner built into your radio. Right above the blue wire winder there, you'll see his HT. That is a FT60 made by Yaesu. And one of Tim's favorite things about this radio is that it can be run off of AA batteries. On the right, what you're looking at is the Raspberry Pi, obviously. On top, right below that's his keyboard. Then he's got a set of batteries. And on the far right-hand side of the image, we're looking at a WolfieLink sound card at the bottom, a cable to connect the sound card to the radio, and then his Sombrant sound card up in the top right corner. One other cool little thing that he sent along was a picture of this very small Morse code key. This is made by American Morse Equipment. I believe it's called the Porta-Paddle 2 Precision Iambic Paddle Kit. So maybe this comes as a kit and you'll have to assemble it. That looks like a really sharp little CW key there. Here's a couple of images of his station set up and running. The first one, you can see that he's running the Build-A-Pi script with Conky over on the right-hand side. And he's using a Fire HD tablet with VNC to connect back up to his Raspberry Pi. Then he's got another image here that shows him actually running JSA call on the Pi and then using the keyboard, the external keyboard along with the Fire tablet as his display. A little bit closer look at the setup, you can see that he's using the external battery pack. This is very similar to any regular mobile phone battery bank. He's using that to power his Raspberry Pi, and there you can see his connection from the Raspberry Pi to the WolfieLink and carried on to the radio to be able to get his digital signal in and out of the radio from the Raspberry Pi. One of the really cool things that Tim did in his setup is he's labeled things. So for his particular setup, he's labeled how that particular sound card shows up in his system. And then you'll notice that he's also labeled the IP address that the hotspot creates, just in case he forgets that in the field. He can pop the cover off of his Raspberry Pi, and it's right there for easy reference. Okay guys, well there's a look at Tim's setup. Again, if you want to submit your portable rig, check the comments down below or in the description. We will see you guys on the next video. Until then, 7-3.